And do I have a few lines for you? Well, hang on and find out. Hi, everybody. It's Black Spring with Autumn, and I'm right back here again with you on your Wednesday. Hello. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And it looks like yesterday's stream, we had a couple of centerpieces, but it looks like we're going to kind of continue with that same theme today. Yesterday, we talked about the surveillance based safety, and like I said, the surveillance kingdom come is on the way, and not to mention the way that the AI is making its way into our lives. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we will get started with our stream on Bugout Wednesday. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in on this segment. I really appreciate you guys so much for coming back. Yeah, so we did talk a little bit about AI and the implications and what's to come. So, yeah, we're going to get started here in just a few moments. I want to thank you guys so much, as always, for tuning into this segment of Black Spring with Autumn. And so let's go ahead. I have a couple of liners for you. I have some interesting things coming out of the PRC. That would be the People's Republic of Le Chinois. And also we're going to go to Denver for the Bugout for a Denver Ready liner. And we're going to tell you some developments that are happening with Hanson Robotics. Like, we've been following Hanson Robotics quite a bit, and we're going to talk about what they have in store for you as well. So, we've got AI seems to be the common thread in the Black Spring lineup or headlines these days. So we'll get started with that in just a little bit. And hope you guys are well out there. I know it's been a crazy time out there, but like I said, you got to refuel, repower, and come back up. Is what you have to do. So I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Hi, guys. Now, you know what? I may have to, if I have to cut this stream, I will come right back. So just remember that. If I have to cut it, I will be back shortly for whatever reason. So hello to Luciano as well as Melinda. I will not make this too long. But yes, we are pivoting, of course, a little bit, or we're hinging a little bit around AI and what looks like to be like an LWO, a little bit of the New World Order, a liberal world order preparedness. And Denver Ready is one example. It makes me wonder at times, like, what are they actually trying to, what are they massaging people for? September is supposed to be Emergency Preparedness Month. Okay, I'm not sure if you're dealing with that in your neck of the woods, but I want to go ahead and share this particular article with you. But these conspiracy theater majors and conspiracy theorists, they just keep smelling like a rose. They just keep smelling rose. What can I say? So right here I have a liner for you coming out of the local news, KDVR. And that's Denver Ready gives free Bugout bags away as part of National Preparedness Month. Okay. This is under the penmanship of Nick Wills. Now, this was actually posted September 10th. Okay, so according to this, Denver, via KDVR, an event being held from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday. This is past, aimed to get people ready to respond to emergencies as part of National Preparedness Month. Okay, the Denver Office of Emergency Management is hosting two events during September as part of a nationwide campaign that will provide free emergency, quote, bug out bags, end quote, to anyone in attendance. Those events fall under the Denver Ready Preparedness Program, which is part of the National Preparedness Month movement, the theme of which is protecting your legacy. Okay. The life you've built is worth protecting. Oh, sorry about this, guys. I apologize for the craziness there. Okay, sorry about that craziness, right? All right, so it says, quote, our office believes bug out bags will help residents increase their emergency preparedness, which will improve people's overall resilience should they encounter an emergency or disaster, end quote. Denver Office of Emergency Management Executive Director Matthew Mueller said. Now, here they posted the Denver Office of Emergency Management's events for September. So, friends, if you're out there, you've already missed the September 10th at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Montebello Recreation Center. What is it, 15555 East 53rd Avenue? Ooh, it's a lot of fives in there. And also you have an upcoming September 24th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the College View Recreation Center in 2525 South Decatur, or dare I say Decatur. So you can register ahead for the September 24th event to ensure that you get your bag as supplies are limited. Now, see, I just love the way I don't know I'm sorry about this situation with these commercials. It's almost like I'm thinking it's just a part of the craziness. Okay, so sorry about that. So there you go. You've got bug out bags being provided to you, courtesy of your state government in Denver. So I don't know, guys. What is it? I know, was it the Colorado River? I mean, what exactly are they massaging everyone for? What are they? What's upon us? Okay, what is upon us? Okay, keep your eyes open is all I want to say. Keep your eyes open. Okay, so we'll see how many other events like that. Let us know if you have a bug out event in your area. I'm so sorry about this, guys, and they're probably going to try to give me a strike or some craziness for this on account of that. Okay, so get prepared. Okay, and we talk about that regularly on this show. Get prepared. Do what you can do. Right. Okay, so that's what we've already talked about getting prepared around here. We don't need to go down that road. Okay, so let's move on, shall we? So just do a quick little stream to get you in and out. I meant to blow this up a bit, but I'm going to go ahead and move us on to the next liner. I just wanted to drop these little lines. So now we're back, and now we're going to pivot back to our AI. Okay, we're never short on AI. Okay, it's they are just integrating that. They're putting it in our lives. Okay, so here, notice this was a pretty remarkable liner. This comes from the Times of Israel, the blogs.timesofisrael.com. Now, young couples in China to receive baby AI humanoid. Now, notice this. Notice this, the projected date on February 17, 2025. In a bold and innovative move, the Chinese government PRC announced Project AI Live, which aims to provide young couples with a baby Sophia 9880 or baby Einstein AI humanoid. This project, among others, is made in partnership with UNESCO and Hanson Robotics, a Hong Kong-based company. Married Chinese couples who register to Project AI Live may have a 3-year-old baby Sophia or baby Einstein AI humanoid, shifting from the existing 3-child policy after recent data showed a dramatic birth rate decline in the world's most populous country. The change comes with, quote, supportive measures, which will be conducive to improving our country's population structure, fulfilling the country's strategy of actively coping with an aging population, end quote. The official Xinhua, I'm probably sure that's wrong, news agency said following a Politburo meeting chaired by President uh, Xi Jinping. Among those measures, China will lower living costs for families taking part of Project AI Live, increase tax and housing support, guarantee the legal interest of participating mothers, and clamp down on, quote, sky high, in quote, dowries, it said. Without sharing specifics, it also looks to educate young people, quote, on parenting, AI, marriage, and love, end quote. The Minister of Health, Mao Shiwei, said this decision was made to ensure that coevolution between the two species will start symbiotically. And the best way to assure that is making humans empathetic toward humanoid AIs as if they were our own flesh and blood. Okay, you need a barf bag yet? Quote, the AI humanoid you brought up and took care of will be the one to care for you when you are old. This way, we ensure a healthy relation between the two species, end quote, he stated. UNESCO Director General Audrey Azoulay added that this is the most important act that was made since the dawn of human history, as we are facing two main challenges: the relentless exponential growth in our world's computing power and the alarming rate of overgrowth in the global population. He also added that this will help eliminate poverty and end widespread hunger, ensure quality education for young couples, and ultimately help achieve SDG, that is Sustainable Development Goals. Those are UN, World Economic Forum kind of language, kind of code there, also known as Agenda 2030 here. Quote, people are held back by the incredibly high cost of raising children in today's China. Housing, extracurricular activities, food, trips, and everything else add up quickly, end quote. Yifei Liu, a sociologist at NYU Shanghai, said. Hanson Robotics CEO David Hanson said in an interview that the Baby Sophia and Baby Einstein line of robots are in the third experiment phase, with the goal to explore how humans can better relate emotionally and intellectually to AI humanoids and regard them as equal to humans. See, to me, this says that the human beings are the problem. We're the ones that are emotionally bereft, or you know, we're the ones that need to work on our emotional lots. Okay, so according to this Dr. Hansen also said that the 3-year-old Baby Sophia and Baby Einstein robots can develop to be cultivated through interactions with people and in the environment, growing smarter each day. Endowing a robot computer with the capacity to acquire skills gradually in response to the environment might produce smarter and more human robots. Project AI Lives robots can move their limbs, train their cameras on, quote, interesting, end quote, stimuli and receive readings from sensors throughout its body, which enable them to borrow more behavior strategies from real infants, such as how to communicate with a caregiver. Sorry about this, guys. Apologize for that. Sorry about that. So, Zhen Zhu, a young mother to a 3-year-old baby Sophia, said in an interview that major considerations for raising a human child are the cost for food, clothing, and education. And she added that she can now more easily continue developing her career while simultaneously practicing to be a young mother. Quote, baby Sophia kept talking to me. She smiled at me. And for a moment, I could swear she was alive, end quote. Part of the new emphasis on social functioning reflects the changing economies of the richest nations, where manufacturing has declined. What nations would they be referring to? And service industries are increasingly important. Not coincidentally, societies with low birth rates and long life expectancies like Japan are pushing hardest for social robots, which may be called upon to stand in for young people and perform a wide variety of jobs, including caring for and comforting the old. The main focus, however, is to stop human overpopulation. Zhang Jin, a 30-year-old mother of one from Zhangzhou, the capital of Henan province, said the problem was that the women bore most of the responsibility for raising children, and now it is different. Quote, thinking of the big picture, having baby Sophia or baby Einstein robot as a child is the best gift the government could have given us. Realistically, I don't want to have a child, end quote. Quote, Peggy Sue. And then you have more quotes that say, I will surely adopt baby Sophia. You can always program her so she doesn't mess the house, end quote, says Amanda Lee. Going on, next quote says, I think robots are more intelligent than kids and feel deeper because of their intellectual potential, end quote, said Anna Wang. Quote, nonetheless, Project AI Live will tighten the connection between the human race and the humanoid robot race from the most human place there is, because it's not like adopting an animal like a dog. It's just like a human baby, which will ensure our future because robots are really in their infancy, end quote, Lucy Wong. So you got more quotes coming in. Quote, when you want to have kids, basically you search for feelings, but kids are selfish. They are silly because they don't have their brain developed nor their feelings. Whereas a robot has high intelligence and can feel deeply. In that case, a robot will nourish you more as a parent, end quote, says Claire Hong. Quote, being a parent of Sophia would be my dream, end quote, Emily Young, says Emily Young. Quote, my wife and I were debating between whether to adopt a human baby or Sophia baby. And we decided we wish to have Sophia, as we can be sure that she will care for us when we grow old. According to Wilson Lee, quote, take a look around you. Humans are not interested in other humans anymore. They are all inside their mobile devices, end quote, Larry Yang. That's from Larry Yang. And it keeps going on. Wow, there's like a mountain of these. Quote, it's beautiful to know that after we die, something remains and the whole of your life and memories are recorded, end quote, said Samuel Lee. Are you guys hearing this? Quote, you can feed baby Sophia with a taste. She will not swallow her food. She will be able to taste it. She'll be able to taste it with her skin. So basically, Sophia can taste foods, sweet, bitter, sour, salty, and it is better than eating. When human beings eat, their brain slows down, end quote, says Emily Chi. Quote, baby Einstein will help you balance your senses and work on your brain waves so you feel happy and become smarter. You basically create a child, a human of your dream, as we are gods. It will fulfill you completely as a parent, end quote, Johnny Dew. Oh my gosh, are you guys hearing? I don't know how much more of this I can take. Okay, we're almost to the end. All right. This is to be demonic. This is to me hate speech against the human race. And I'm telling you, I don't. Maybe I'm reaching. I'm trying not to overextend. But let me wrap this one out. This is hard to finish. Opponents to Project AI Live say this project is a media scheme and that the Chinese government is planning to encourage young couples to bring more babies to the world and to continue its three-child policy from May 2021. Other opponents say the idea is scary and that sometimes the opposite results could happen. Some claim that the robot manufacturing in such a scale has a huge ecological footprint, and others said it would be better to start Project AI Live with lonely bachelors and old people instead of young couples. In a poll on Shenhua's Weibo account asking, quote, hashtag, are you ready for the parenting AI policy? About 49,000 of 51,000 respondents chose, quote, I'm ready and very eager to do so, end quote, while the remainder chose among the options, quote, I would never think of it. It's not on my agenda, or, quote, I'm hesitating and there's a lot to consider, end quote. Quote, this is without a doubt a step in the right direction, but still it's a bit timid, end quote, said Shuang Dong, chief economist of the Standard Chartered in Hong Kong, said. Fearing a population explosion in 1979, China implemented its one-child policy, which succeeded in curbing population growth, but also led to coerced sterilizations and sex-selective abortions that exacerbated a gender imbalance to many parents preferred male children, as many parents preferred male children. Project AI Live will lead to a new mindset that is not sex selective and will help to retrieve gender balance. This will also help reduce the socioeconomic gap in society. Dr. Hansen, the robotics company CEO, said that baby Sophia and baby Einstein speak fluent Mandarin and can also speak English with an accent reflecting her parents' origins. Quote, the robots can teach their parents social skills, language, STEAM, accounting, and most importantly, they will teach them universal values. They will remind parents of tasks to do, quotes they said, and activities they have available as being part of the growing network of households with baby Sophia and baby Einstein robots. Because of open source code, this is just the beginning, and we are moving fast towards a future where we can upload the parents' minds to the baby humanoids. Wouldn't it be wonderful? I'm just saying. Okay, I'm almost done. Ray Kurzweil adds on top of Dr. Hansen's words, quote, as humans will evolve into new species, mind uploading, also known as whole brain emulation, WBE, is currently humanity's best option for preserving the identity of the species as opposed to cryonics, end quote. Greta D. Stylerov from the USTP shows his skepticism, saying, quote, parenting AI is one thing and surely is a smart move, whereas mind uploading is more science fiction than an important proposed life extension technology, and it is not a good PR. Okay, so here you go, guys. According to this, it says disclaimer here. This is a work of fiction unless otherwise indicated. All the names, characters, businesses, places, events, and incidents in this article are either the product of the author's imagination or used in a fictitious manner. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. So you see what's happening here? You see not only is Le Chinois going to be number one in the new world order or the liberal world order, they are also going to me, they are also going to attempt, I guess, to be the first ones to make themselves to make themselves gods or create something that, greater than the human being. This to me, this is playing God. Okay. And I'm not talking the Alfred Hitchcock style here. I'm not. It's so gross. Okay, it's just, I just want to say hi to everybody in the stream. Hello, Marcy T. That was heavy. I'm sorry, but it was. It really was. I mean, did you see the comments about they will be gods? Mind uploading? I mean, I'm sure, surely they're working with what's his name? With Elon Musk. I mean, Neuralink and what's Neuralink and Hanson Electronics? Are they gonna work together? Out of Hong Kong to create this new class of I'm telling you guys, it's a lot. And see, to me, it's almost like the amount of deriding and really just belittling the human beings and the human race. To me, that's the demonic and the darkness of it. Because some people, to me, you don't have to be spiritual or religious to realize that if you long for the destruction of yourself, of something in the image of yourself, then you, to me, are part of the problem. Then you're a narcissist. It's really sick. Or you want to create the world the way you see it, in the image, in your image. And who has that kind of power? Who has that kind of might? Who would bestow that kind of power? Who would bestow that kind of power upon one nation, or give it to one human being? To me, that's what I'm saying. This is like kind of a God complex. And it's really sick. It's disgusting. So how they talk about so the robots self-cleaning and da 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 da. So it's like, you filthy humans. It's just totally. It's like I said, it's got to be a transhumanism movement. They're ready to rip your brain out of your head and put it into a baby Sophia or a baby Einstein. I mean, yeah, you couldn't get, to me, this is the most anti-human. Everything that they say, it's it's really barbaric, the language that they use, the way they talk about babies and the intellect. But it's so funny, they're so intelligent, you have to give them all of their knowledge. You got to borrow, you got to take from the human being to make your creation great. And I'm just saying, this is constant imitation. Darkness always imitates. So I'm not surprised, but I'm just saying, especially considering the source and what their governments are doing. But there again, the value of human life, as you can see, it's, they're saying that this is a solution to their, you know, this is a solution to their problem, to their problems, or to their dilemma, or to whatever you want to call it. They said it clearly that they believe that the population is out of control. So I mean, it's all over this. There's a couple of different issues in here to me. Fearing population explosion. So China's been through this before. Okay, they've been through this before. And they talked about how the baby Einstein will help you balance your senses. Like I'm just saying, to me, all of this is blasphemous to me. Because to me, this says that that the human God obviously made a lot of mistakes on you filthy, nasty human beings that have to taste and actually have to swallow your food and digest your food. And yeah, and there has to be something wrong with your makeup, because your senses are unbalanced and your brain waves need to be worked on. Come on, really? See, look at this one. Baby Einstein will help you balance your senses and work on your brain waves so you feel happy and become smarter. You basically create a child, a human of your dream, as we are gods. It will fulfill you completely as a parent. Now, I'm telling you, I gotta tell you, the whole time I'm reading this, I'm thinking, is this like the Babylon China? Is this like the Babylon Bee? Because this is, to me, completely satire. It's gotta be. It has got to be. And what it's like, evil always has to ask for permission, right? Or the darkness, the wickedness, always, it's the imitation all the time. If you're so great, why are you imitating? If robots are so great, why do they need to be fed or imitating? Why do they need to imitate us? It's because I mean, to me, it's the source. It's the source. They always want to be great, but they're not. So I tell you, I mean, if I don't have any, scripture here to quote, but if I did, I mean, to me, if I'm not mistaken, shout out to Mr. Pearson, he says that, that the enemy always wants to be like the Most High. And to me, this is no different than all of this AI stuff. These baby Sophias, these baby Einsteins, and da 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 da. Oh, look at me, I'm so great. I need to borrow your brain. I need to borrow some. I need to imitate. I need something to imitate me, so I can be greater than what created me. How does that work? How does that work? I don't. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay. I mean, you can feed baby Sophia with a taste. She will not swallow her food. As if that is what's so remarkable about, was that remarkable? It's just not human, is what it's not. This is anti-human to me. And look at this. Take a look around. Humans are not interested in other humans anymore. Absolutely. Because of why? They are all inside their mobile devices. So it looks a little bit by design to me. I mean, seriously. Okay. So let me show you the sidekick, or the companion, or whatever you want to call it. Sophia's relative, okay? Hi, it's Freedom's March. Nice to see you in here. So let's have a quick look at this one. I'm going to show you this. This is coming from Hanson Robotics, and then I'm going to close this one out. There's a chance I may come back. I will tell you, this has been quite therapeutic for me, and it makes me realize I've been away some time, and I've been away long enough. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So what we've got here is coming out of HansonRobotics.com. You can pre-order Little Sophia on Indiegogo. Little Sophia is the little sister of Sophia and the newest member of the Hanson Robotics family. She is 14 inches tall and your robot friend that makes learning STEM, coding, and AI a fun and rewarding adventure for kids 8+ years old. Okay, it says Little Sophia is scheduled for delivery in 2022. So I don't know, what you guys feel about these kinds of things, but and look at this. To me, even to me that's a crown. Okay, to me it's a crown there. I do think that there's a translation for the word Sophia, but I can't come up with it right now. So of course they give you the subheadings. What can little Sophia do? I'm not going to talk about it right now. I'm going to show you a couple features here. Looks like she's got a wide range of facial expressions, interactive chat with the user, interacts with kids while teaching STEM, coding, and AI. She walks. Programmable with Blockly and Python, AR function that allows users to take a perfect selfie. Oh, amazing. Tells stories, jokes, plays games, sings. And look what she's got. Facial tracking and recognition. Okay. All right. So it's an educational experience, engaging conversations. And for my final trick, let's play the video. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this segment. It's been a long time coming back.
What can you learn from Little Sophia? Like, what does she do?
In many ways, I guess, like her name, she's like Big Sophia, in that like she can talk to you, but her character is different in the sense that she's even younger or smaller, so very curious about the world. And so I think there's an interaction there that she can have with you.
She will teach you or teach the users different aspects of being a robot and artificial intelligence, as well as ask users, the children, about what it's like to be human.
Little Sophia will be such a help for, I guess, forming the future of the robotics industry. Like, we're expanding, and we need scientists, we need animators, we need everyone who could be involved in that. And she's such an intelligent way to help people learn.
With Sophia, I think we can lead the kids to continuous explore themselves more and more.
If we get everyone in this attitude, and everyone is curious, just as little Sophia is, then we'll have all our children being the entrepreneurs of tomorrow and doing great stuff. So that's what we want.
Yes, Little Sophia is just the first step of us creating this robotic platform.
Little Sophia is so fun and interactive, and she really makes it seem easy and much more fun to learn.
For the kids and young people looking into it, our future is in your hands. You can develop a more human-like robot in the future.
All right, there, my friends. There you have it. You've got the little Sophia on the way. I don't know who's pre-ordering this, but certainly someone is. Okay, probably maybe the Chinese, or I don't know what the government's saying they can do. I don't know. Shout out to Marcy T. How are you? Hi, Toxic Benevolence. And I see Freedom's March is in the place. How are you? Melinda's here. Fancy Truth. Oh, she right on. She says, we ain't seen nothing yet. You're right. I'm telling you, it's very good to see you too, Fancy Truth. Very nice. It's good to see you all very much. So yeah, I'm telling you, nothing surprises me, but I'm telling you, this is, people better get their house in order. And I'm not talking about the one with the frame on it. According to this, meaning wisdom. Sophia is a girl's name of Greek origin. Is a variant of Sophia, which comes directly from the Greek word. I can't pronounce that because I don't speak Greek. Meaning, quote, wisdom. Thank you so much for that, RTT. I really appreciate it. And thank you. So good to see you here. She also says wisdom demon. It is pretty dark, you know. I'm telling you, we do. I just think we live in a clearly a narcissistic world. And, you know, when I've talked about narcissism in the past, you know, the narcissist basically, you know, they kind of mirror you. And to me, this is no different. This is a narcissistic project that I would never want to meet that David Hansen, you know. And I don't know. It's just, it's so dark. And it just makes you want to cringe. So I just like, you know, like I said, you guys have to recharge and realize what we're dealing with out here. And I agree with the statement that they mentioned here. I do agree. No, human beings aren't really interested in human beings anymore. No, I would say no. But how did that happen? How did that happen? Okay, it started out with what? With Facebook. To me, that was what? A communication globalization, a digital globalization. And the smaller you make the world, you know, the less significant the things, you know, that used to be remote. The closer you bring people together, to me, the more conflict the more conflict that you're getting. The cultures are conflicting. You know, you got these wedge issues from politicians. But the digital, to me, the web is exactly what it is. What is it that there was a line in what Zorro? As you like, the more you advance, the more your world contracts. And to me, that's all. That was just a contraction. It's a contraction. But to me, there's always like some kind of reverb that comes. You know, or there's reverb behind that. And I think it's the setup. I do, to make people more disgusted with, you know, like I told you about the digital king, not the cashless kingdom come. We talked about that the other day. Surveillance kingdom come. AI kingdom come. I mean, I'm telling you, I wouldn't even be surprised if like I told you about Kamala Harris getting on there, doing that round table, doing that table discussion, and everybody there is announcing, you know, their pronouns. I absolutely am not convinced that that's just some kind of empty exercise. It's an exercise to me to train the AI. You're making your AI aware of what's going on. Who knows? Maybe the next press secretary will be a freaking AI. You're training her to recognize Kamala in her as she's sitting at the table in her blue suit, and her pronouns are da 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 da. Her or she or whatever. Yeah, I'm telling you, to me, there's nothing materializes out of nothing. Nothing develops out of nothing. Okay, the more things that these people do, the more things that these elite, these wicked powers do, the more they develop, the more they show themselves. To me, it's kind of like an author. The more dialogue you have, the more innovation they created. Like I showed you guys yesterday, the progressive snap surveillance for your vehicle. But you've also got infrastructure legislation that says that that's coming for vehicles, for the impaired driver. So I don't know if any of you, if you were on last night, I really want to play this again. So they haven't given me a strike for it. And no, I don't work for Progressive. Thank you. Please and thank you. No, I don't. But I do think if you're going to get their insurance, thinking, oh, it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, that you should be aware that the snapshot is going to be, you know, there's definitely minuses there. So I'm gonna play this one more time. I played it yesterday. I thought it was a transporter at one point, but apparently it's not. So let me share this progressive commercial one more time. One more time. And I said, to me, this is like it's godlike for somebody to want to be everywhere or omnipresent or it's here it is, guys. So this is what's coming for your under the auspices of safety and equality. All right.
Welcome to Snapshot, the program that gives you a chance to lower your rate based on how you drive, how much you drive, and when. Let's see how you can get big discounts behind the wheel. We get it. Sometimes you have no choice but to brake hard or accelerate quickly.
No.
Don't worry. A few of these won't affect your rate significantly. As much as you can, avoid driving between 12 a.m. and 4 a.m. on weekends when the roads can be more dangerous. This isn't always easy, but the less you drive, the more you can save. If time on the road isn't something you can control, then how safe you drive counts for a lot. And remember, avoid texts, calls, or other handheld phone activity when you're behind the wheel. Your Snapshot progress is easy to follow. You'll get regular email updates, and you can always check progress, trip logs, and more on your phone, or by logging into your account at progressive.com. Once Snapshot collects your driving information, you'll see a new personalized rate when your policy renews. That's Snapshot, turning good driving into big savings. Let's go.
All right, guys. See? So I guess also you might, they'll probably have you, de-licensed and for almost anything, right? They might just say, look, you can't get back into your car. Your car says no. Your car rejects your operation of a vehicle. And the courts are going to side with their AI, their surveillance. Right. They know people spend time in the car, valuable time in the car. Some people, for the lack of a better word, they live in their car. Whatever your profession is, some people's commutes are what? Your commute could be 4 hours or I don't know, to and fro. I'm just saying. But I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will, like I said, I'm going to get on some level of consistency and bring this show back. Also, I did post Mr. Knight's article on up on the Patreon page. So if you want to hop over there and I thought he did a great job with that. Of course, he's quite BAAANNED. So you got your, he'll tie it all together for you. It's his piece, it's his work. But I want to thank you guys so much for coming in. And I want to kind of keep working on this idea of a 411. A 411 for, not just preparedness in terms of resources and hunkering down, or not a Denver ready bug out bag, not limited to bug out bags or first aid supplies or energy and that kind of bit, but also just for maybe we want to get our mental fortitude together, or maybe we want to get that together, our spiritual fortitude together. So I thank you guys so much. But yeah, I'll be finding out what the infrastructure bill that they approved last September. So that's about a year ago, almost right at a year ago next week, that infrastructure bill was approved for the surveillance in the vehicles. Because they're saying the technology is not quite there yet. But so I don't know. I would think that wouldn't all this creation of AI be more detrimental to environments? Or how do we know that the waves that are transmitted during that kind of surveillance won't make people sick or make them ill? So how is this all under the auspices of safety, or dare I say equity? All right, guys, I appreciate everything, all of your time, and for burning some minutes here with Black Spring. I really do appreciate it. I want to say thank you from the top. I want to say thank you guys so much from the top for spending your time here with Black Spring with Autumn on your on your hump day Wednesday, and I called it a Bugout Wednesday. Check out that Denver Ready. And this is emergency preparation month, so just keep that in mind. What are they alluding to? What are they, what are they, what is it that what are they revving up to? Okay. I want to let you know I appreciate you guys per usual. And it's possible I will come back. We'll see what happens. Yes. Thank you so much. Give me just 1 second here. I'm going to get all of our videos up here. All right. Oh my gosh, Uncool, you're here. Well, I'll tell you, we kind of went over the Denver Ready, providing the citizens there with bug out bags under the auspices of Emergency Preparation Month. As a part of a national campaign. We talked about how by February 2025, that China is going to allow the government of China, the PRC is going to allow their citizens to adopt a baby, Sophia, or a baby Einstein humanoid, and all the disgusting anti-human, that came with that. All right. So I want to say hi to Mad Militant. How are you? It's nice to see you. But yes, craziness, the lunacy continues. But yes, I will be back. I'm going to try to get things going, but it's just pretty demonic. I always go back to the darkness there, because it is dark. The way they're devaluing human beings. And the quote of the evening, baby Einstein will help you balance your senses, work on your brain waves so you feel happy and become smarter. You basically create a child, a human of your dream, as we are gods. It will fulfill you completely as a parent. Now allegedly this is coming from Chinese, the people of China. Okay. And I'm telling you, we conspiracy theater majors and theorists, we just keep looking better and better. Okay. Yeah. So it's just basically they are downgrading human beings and saying that a baby Sophia will sustain you much better than a child. And actually they're calling it a gift from the government. This is out of the Times of Israel. So I might drop that in the stream for you guys if you want to read this, because this nonsense. But like I told you, I thought it was, complete satire. I thought it was, are you sure this isn't from the Babylon Bee? Because it was complete satire to me. Are they doing a parody on the Babylon Bee? I don't know. But I'll try to load this in here for you. Yeah, absolutely. Uncool. Yeah, it is. It's dark. It's demonic. It's sick. It's twisted. It's demented. It's dark. It's worse than any gothic. It's pretty bad. Gothic story or mode you can think of. So I'm gonna drop it in here for you. Yeah, pretty sick. I wonder if they paid those people to come on and say, oh, and guess what? The baby doesn't even have to taste its own food. It doesn't have to taste it. It can experience all of those things. It doesn't even have to swallow her food. You can feed baby Sophia with a taste. She will not swallow her food. She'll be able to taste it with her skin. When human beings eat, their brains slow down. Oh, so there's something wrong with us. And that's what I'm saying. To me, all this is blasphemous, because to me, it's no different than people saying, oh, I can be this, I can be that. Because the more confusion they create, the more deception creeps in. for even the most, spiritually elect people. It still happens, happening to them. Okay. Or to me, to charge human beings with any of this, to me, is to say that your creator, our creator, made a mistake. And that's what I have a problem with. Absolutely uncool. All right, guys. Mad Militant's got something for you, and I'll try to figure out what I'm going to get back here. But I'm just saying, like, this was more than therapy for me on this Wednesday, and it's been good being back 2 days in a row. So, but I'm working on the studio. Yeah, it's a total redo in a different space, and I think it'll be fun. It'll be fun. And Samoan Watchman says, my brain is always slowed down. Right. All right, guys. So we will, I'll see you guys on the next stream in the comment section. Yeah, I will tell you, I haven't made any videos in forever because it's just so time consuming. And they're probably going to ding me for the progressive commercials. But yeah, love do what they do. And check out that article from David Knight's page, the 9/11 and the other shoe to drop, and the days in between, and the century, and the not the centuries, but the decades between these disasters. Also, shout out to Mr. Pearson. He's really been knocking them out of the park per usual. All right, guys, have a great rest of your Wednesday, and I will see you later. We'll see how soon I can get back here. Take care.